Hi everybody, Andy Michelson, Eric Russell here down in the Performance Center. So introducing the new R7 Quad mini driver. So it's going to come in two lofts, 11.5, 13.5. I think what I'm most excited about before Eric dives in here is the fact that there's so much movable weight. So it's 300 cc, so it's not really all that small. 306 you said?
Yeah, just a little bit over 300.
Right, so this is actually about the same driver as a lot of us used to play about 20 years ago, but a lot of movable weight here. So just like the R7 Quad family back in the day, you're able to move these weights, and we got 13s in front, 4s in the back. We can move it with any combination to create the ball flight we want.
Yes, from a ball flight standpoint, it's awesome to have that much movable with the 4 different weights in it. And we still have the loft sleeve as well too, which is nice that we can adjust in that part as well too.
Now shaft, you were saying 3-wood shaft?
Just a little over 43 inches is kind of their standard length. Now again, you can go shorter if need be, but yeah, typically you don't want to have the full driver length shaft for this guy.
I will say setting it down, it gives a little bit more confidence than really any of the other mini drivers I've seen in the past. It does have the look of a little bit more like a full driver, just still good profile too. Yep. Still a lot of room to hit it there. So
yeah, it's got a different look from what their previous mini was, the burner driver, where you still kind of had that sight line going right down the center. So that's now gone, which I think is really nice.
This kind of, you saw this last year with QI, and, with the line here to help alignment with. Yep. So a lot of the current stuff and the old stuff kind of all thrown together. Yep. Now we got 11.5 and 13.5. You think you're going to see some guys in the 13.5 try it as maybe a 3-wood?
Yeah, if I see someone that's probably hitting down on their shots, I'd probably go to a 13.5 loft just to kind of help balance it, get them a little closer, maybe that 11.5 loft for them.
Let's hit a couple. Let's see how maybe this changes. We'll go 13s in front first couple of swings, and then we'll try 13s in the back and see if we can get some changes here.
All right.
Now what I'm noticing with this is, okay, so pretty straight ball flight there. What I'm noticing is, versus other mini drivers that we've had in the past, right, with this weight up front, it's definitely not draw bias.
No.
It's definitely like going out very much, very, very flat. That was even a little cut there. Yep. Now if we throw it in back, I'll bet that draw magically appears. This is going to take a while because there's 4 screws we've got to take in and out. But talk to that. Talk to like the adjustability, like how you see the advantages of this over previous models or even other companies' models that has been out there.
Yeah, so before you used to just have the loft sleeve itself where we could make adjustments from the loft. So if somebody was closing the face or opening the face, we could make those adjustments. Now here, this is going to help with spin rate as well too, and ball speed. So if we can move weights way up front, if we want to see a little bit more distance, get those heavier 13-gram weights up front. Now on the other end, which I kind of like, is you can throw 26 grams of weight in the back of the head and help get that ball launching up in the air. Loft's our friend, so I find that. And when we move the weight back, gives a little bit more forgiveness as well too.
Yeah, it seems like a speed, speed is definitely faster than a 3-wood. Maybe a touch slower than a driver, but controls there. Club head speed's still high. Smash factor's still high. I mean, 149 smash on that last one. So it's kind of doing what you expected to do, right?
Oh, yeah. And I think, back on the aesthetics part of it is, you got the carbon top on here, titanium bottom, and then back to the, titanium twist face here. Just the sheer size, for some of the old traditionalists that kind of like seeing something back what it used to be back, 20 years ago. This is pretty close to that smaller head. And sometimes something that's, a little bit smaller in your hand makes you focus a little more on hitting center of the face than, where today's drivers, we can kind of, maybe forget and kind of use the technology in there in these heads and, swing as fast as we can with them and maybe not hit center of the face all the time.
So when I played mini tour, Hooters Tour Golf, and some mini tour stuff after college, my driver was the R510. I love that driver. Yeah. There's 300 cc's.
Yep. So there. Right? Yep. So
we're coming back to that size.
That's awesome.
Now, if the nice thing too about this is, let's say somebody wanted to actually go to the standard length driver shaft, you could technically probably get the adjustability right to be.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Right?
You could do that. Yeah, it just obviously
Not something that's going to be requested, but I'm just thinking maybe.
Yep, you could do that.
Might be an option. All right, let's send it. So this is a 13s in the back, 4s in the front.
Yep.
And let's see what that does to spin rate. Spin rate last time was like 2,300-ish. Definitely easier to draw, definitely easier to get in the air. I really like that setup. That ball probably launched another 3 degrees higher. I drew it a little bit, so the spin rate was still low, which is awesome. But I got 270 out of that.
Yeah, you just got 10 extra yards right off that.
I got 270 out of that ball, so I mean that's pretty darn good.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the feel of this, you can definitely feel like that with the weights forward. The face definitely feels a little hotter, but there's zero draw bias. It definitely feels like it goes a little more right, and this way it just feels kind of a little bit more like a mini driver or a 3-wood where you can hit draws with it if you needed to.
Yeah, and you're slightly sitting or hitting
1.5
up.
smash, like
Right.
I'm all in on this.
Yeah, just tipping over 2,000 in the spin rate.
Yeah.
Hitting up on it too with that.
Don't zoom in too hard on the numbers, Ben, if you could. You don't want these are some soft numbers. I'm not fully loose yet, but I mean everything here is good. It's like what you want to see, right? You're not losing that much. You're not giving up really much of it. And control-wise, I just hit 3 balls that are pretty much on the grid, right?
Yeah. And you got a low, and that's the thing too is you're hovering right around that 30-degree mark for the land angle, so that ball's going to give you some nice, good roll out there. So
you could even mess with a 13.5.
Correct. Yep.
And this sleeve, like just to reiterate the sleeve, I mean you can go up or down 2 degrees.
Yes.
So
correct.
I mean we're all over the place. You could go any direction with this. You can go
upright,
all the way up to 15.5 if we wanted to.
Yes.
We can go all the way down to 9.5 in this thing.
Yes.
I mean that's pretty cool. The adjustability is pretty neat.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to definitely have it in play now for club fittings. So looking forward to it.
I would say definitely give this a look. If you're struggling with the bigger headed drivers, this one's a game changer. It's a winner.